So I came across this post on r/Sauron of a guy who purchased a Sauron through Alibaba. And taking a look at the comments, people seem to be very interested in the outcome of this situation. So in this video, I want to go over what this guy did, whether or not it's a good strategy, and how dangerous it may or may not be. And if you guys enjoy my content, I do appreciate a like, even subscribing to the channel. It really does help out quite a lot. Okay, so I guess the first thing we should go over is that Sauron itself is a Chinese company. So these bikes are produced in China. We can see here that Sauron's operations are based in Chongqing City. So the bikes are Chinese in origin, and from this point, Sauron has a distribution network of official partners. One such official partner is Lunacycle. So they have an agreement, a license of some kind. They buy the actual bike from the source, and then they import it to the US and they sell it. Now, it does make sense that outside of this official distribution network, other people do buy and sell the product. I would assume that happens. And maybe that's why if we come to Alibaba and search Sauron, we do see a few listings that appear to have a legit Sauron here. So this one's listed as the 2023 model with the bigger 38.5 milliamp hour battery right there. And the company selling this is Chongzhou Double Spring Machinery Company. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is not one of the official partners in the Sauron distribution network. So that means we have two options here. Option one is that this is an actual bike and they bought it from the actual company and now they're just reselling it on Alibaba. Option two is that Sauron, the company, only sells their product to their official distribution network. In which case, if this company, Chongzhou Double Spring Machinery, isn't part of that official distribution network, then this bike would have to be fake and non-authentic. And that distinction is hard to make. So the price is $3,700 here. If we come to Lunacycle, they're a little bit more at $4,400. But the rest of these specifications do seem to be accurate. So a 19-inch wheel, 60-volt battery, a peak power of 6,000 watts, and a weight of 56 kilograms. And down here, it looks like they copy and pasted the marketing material for the 2023 Sauron. So I went ahead and messaged the company asking for a bit more information on the bike, as well as who's the manufacturer. And they replied with this. So they said that the price is $38.40 with free shipping, and that they provide the transformer too. I'm assuming they mean the charger. And then they give me the spec sheet again, and it does appear to be correct. This is the specs of a Sauron. But in addition to that, they gave me some photos of the bike that they're selling. And this one is the most insightful. So this appears to be the bottom of the battery, and there's a label on it. This is the model number, some basic specifications, and down here we have a part number and a serial number. So I came back to this website of Diane Motors, because they are an exclusive authorized Canadian distributor of the Sauron, and I sent them an email. So in the email, I attached the photos from the Alibaba listing, as well as listing out the part and serial number, and I asked them if they can confirm whether or not this bike is authentic. They did reply, and they said, unfortunately, we cannot verify the authenticity of these bikes. We recommend you purchase from one of our authorized dealers for warranty and repair purposes. And that makes sense. If you buy the bike unofficially on Alibaba, it's not going to have the manufacturer warranty, and maybe that explains the price difference between there and Lunacycle. So in terms of authenticity of the actual Sauron, I'm going to leave it there. I encourage you to do more research. It could very well be a scam because it's not part of the official distribution network. So authenticity of the actual product aside, the second part of buying a Sauron on Alibaba is Alibaba. Personally, I've bought hundreds of units off of Alibaba in the past, imported to the US, and sold it on Amazon FBA, so I'm kind of familiar with the process, and there's scammers all over the place. Here's an article listing some common scams and general safety practices, and I'll leave this whole article linked down below. This section is how to buy from Alibaba safely, and they give you a few key tips right here. The first is to only buy from gold suppliers, And this is essentially a premium account on Alibaba. It's quite expensive, and it's less likely that scammers would have a gold account. Point 2 is a verified supplier. This is where a third-party inspector confirms whether or not the company is as they say they are. Number 3 is trade assurance, and this is huge. Anytime you buy off of Alibaba, make sure that you utilize trade assurance. That's a service, a tool that Alibaba has on their website to increase the buyer safety. And then point 4 and 5 is to check the supplier's transaction history and their ratings. So to quickly apply that to this Sauron listing, the company here is a verified supplier. Although they only have 2 years of experience on Alibaba, that's a bit of a red flag, and they're also not a gold supplier, so they don't have that premium account. In terms of ratings, they have a 4.5 out of 5 rating, and they have $110,000 worth of transactions in the past 180 days. So kind of a mixed bag there. And if you come to their actual Alibaba page, they do offer that trade assurance. That's what this logo is. Okay, so here's the deal. Sauron is a Chinese company and the bikes are produced in China, but they have an official distribution network. Lunicycle is one of those official partners, and this is the correct official way to buy a Sauron and not get scammed. So if you want to take the risk and go with one of these Alibaba sellers just to save a couple $100, which I don't think is worth it, you can make sure that the supplier is legit, so verified, a gold seller with a good transaction history. Definitely message the company, ask tough questions, ask for photo evidence, keep all the communication on Alibaba itself, and essentially you're collecting evidence in case they scam you. And when you buy it, use trade assurance on Alibaba. That way you can potentially get your money back if it is indeed a scam. Or you can buy the bike from an official distributor like Lunicycle. But that's gonna be it for the video. If you enjoyed, I appreciate a like before you go, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.